All right, so here we're taking a look at this giant 12 cup Bialetti Moka pot. So this is gonna be a great option if you want a stovetop coffee machine that is really simple. Let me go ahead and show you guys how simple it is. So just by taking off the top piece here, this is gonna be 1, 2, and 3. That's all there is to it. It's super simple. So this bottom piece is going to hold the water. You'll see in the front here, this is going to let out the steam. This is gonna hold the coffee grounds. So this bottom piece here is going to hold the water all the way up to 12 cups of coffee. And then we have this one here. This is going to hold the grounds of coffee. You're gonna set it into there. And then the top, this is where the coffee is actually going to come out of. It's gonna come out of that middle spout and go into the bottom. And then you just simply screw it on top. Once you have the water and the coffee on, you set it on the stovetop and you can start brewing. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to set this up. It's super easy to make coffee this way. As you can see, the ingredients are just water. I already have the water pulled aside for you guys. So let me go ahead and turn it around so you can see the spout on the inside. You're just gonna wanna fill it up to the bottom. You don't wanna cover that because you need that to be open to allow the steam to go through. So once you have that filled up, then we can go ahead and grab the coffee. You can either set it in here like this, or if you wanted to, you can go ahead and hold it, whatever is easiest for you. Let's go ahead and pour the coffee in there. And you pretty much want to fill it up all the way if you plan on utilizing the whole 12 cups. If you wanted to, you can also use a spoon. Just go ahead and fill it up all the way. You can pack it down just a little bit, but it doesn't need to be packed down anything too crazy, just like that. And then you can go ahead and grab the top section and just screw it on like this. All right, nice and tight. Now let's go ahead and set it on the stovetop. So from here, you're gonna set it to a medium-high temperature, so just like this, and you'll let it run. You can go ahead and lift up the top to make sure you're monitoring if the coffee's coming out. You'll also hear the coffee coming out once it's ready, and when the coffee does start coming out, then you wanna turn it to a low so you're not gonna be burning the coffee. All right, so after letting it brew for about 5 minutes, now you can see it's starting to come out, so we can go ahead and lower the temperature back down. And we can go ahead and close the lid as it might pop just a little bit, and you can see as the steam's coming out, it is super hot, so you're gonna wanna let it sit on a low temperature and let it brew. If you wanted to, you can check and see if it's still brewing more. All right, cool, we're good. So this is gonna make 12 cups of coffee, not actually 12 physical cups, but it's gonna make 12 servings because this is super strong coffee. So if you plan on maybe drinking really strong coffee, this is gonna be great for you because it makes a lot of it. But maybe you don't drink a lot of strong coffee and you just have like 1 or 2 cups, then you can go ahead and just cut it in half. So do half the amount of water, half the amount of coffee, and then you might be left with a little bit of coffee left over, which is fine because this is made of all metal, so you can go ahead and leave it in there and it'll stay hot for a really long time as well. All right, so now that it is hissing a little bit, that's how you know that the water is finished at the bottom. So let's go ahead and turn off the heat all the way. Then you can take it off the hot burner. Go ahead and let it sit so it stops boiling the water. Now we can open it and you will see the giant container of really delicious coffee. This is gonna be, again, super strong coffee, so you don't have to worry about drinking a lot of this. One serving is a lot smaller than most servings out there, so it's similar to a shot of espresso where it's really powerful in a small size. All right, so let me go ahead and show you guys how dark and rich this coffee really is. Let's close the lid here and let's pour some out into a coffee cup. Careful, it is super hot. As you can see, it is super dark and rich coffee. Again, it is made out of all metal, so you don't have to worry about your coffee getting cold if you plan on just maybe sipping on a little bit now, keeping it in the coffee craft, and then getting some more later. This is gonna be great if you wanna use it at home, of course. It makes a big batch, but you can also get the other sizes if you wanna bring it maybe camping with you, or if you're traveling and you wanna bring it on the go, this is gonna be a great option for you as well because it is so simple to use. So if you're looking for a new way to make coffee and you want something that is really simple, maybe something that's not as extreme like an espresso machine, you still want that really strong coffee, but maybe something a little more easy to use on the daily basis, this is gonna be a great option. This has been around forever and it's probably not going to leave anytime soon just because of how simple it is, and it's made out of all metal, so it's gonna last you really forever. So this is gonna be a great option if you're looking for a new way to make a lot of strong, really delicious, good tasting coffee.